Metrocentro.
Oh, we're gonna go to Metrocentro?
Yeah.
Tell them a little bit about Metrocentro. Let them know. Educate the people.
The oldest mall in El Salvador. The first mall in El Salvador. And probably the biggest one.
The biggest mall.
Yeah.
And the oldest mall. So you think it's better than a multi-plaza? You think it's... Oh, yeah, it is better than... Bigger than... Not better than them, but bigger.
Yeah.
It is big.
It is. The thing is that the layout is different. Because, you know... Metrocentro was built in the 70s, so the layout is different. It's like horizontal, and Multiplaza, they were trying to take up less space, and it's like a 3-story building.
Okay.
So probably it is kind of like the same, but the structure and the layout in Metrocentro is way different.
Okay. So what is your favorite mall here? What mall do you like here? What mall do you think? What mall do you say is your favorite mall that you like to go to here?
You know, this is maybe an unpopular opinion, but my favorite mall is the one in Soyapango. Do you remember?
You like that mall?
I like that mall.
So you want some hood stuff? You like the hood?
Probably. I don't know. It's a very like.
What do you like about that mall? It's just a regular plain mall.
But what I like about it is like if you want to go to the grocery store, there's one. If you want, like, they have every single bank, like all of them. They have all of the banks. So
you should have went there to go do your thing.
We don't have time.
We don't have time. I know. You gotta go hang out with Debbie and eat what do you call it? Pupusas.
Yeah. So I like it because it has everything, and I don't know. It's special to me. I worked there for a long time.
See, she used to work there. And what did you do there when you worked there?
I was an English teacher in an academy.
It was an English teacher. It's hard to believe that you're an English teacher.
It's like it's a very, I don't know how to call it. It's a very complete mall. There's even an English academy at the mall.
Oh wow!
So it has everything: movie theaters, the social security offices, like the DMV type of place. You can get your license renewed and everything. Okay. So you can do pretty much everything
that you want to do there.
That you want to do. Like, for example, Galerías doesn't have a grocery store. So if you want to go to the grocery store, you need to leave that mall and go to another place. But in Plaza Mundo, you can just do everything.
Plaza Mundo.
Yeah. So I know that people don't like to go there, but I like it.
You like it because it's complete and it has everything you need.
Everything you need.
I was shocking to hear that. Wow.
So when I was like working in the mall, I didn't have to worry about anything. On my breaks and my lunch break and little breaks that I had between classes, I could take care of my stuff, like go to the bank, buy groceries, buy shoes, whatever you wanted to do, you could just do it there.
How long was you a professor of English over there at that the English school?
Almost 5 years.
Okay, what made you stop doing that?
I think I didn't like I liked teaching, but the place.
You didn't like teaching there?
I didn't, yeah.
So why didn't you try to go to another place?
I tried to, but then the translating job came along and I started doing it. At the beginning, I was very skeptical about it. I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but I started doing it and I liked it. And like a couple months after I started, one of the project manager, she resigned.
Okay.
And that opened up a position for me, and I told my boss that I was interested in that position. I got it, so that made me, feel better. You get a little promotion, and I don't know. I just started liking the translating
job a little better.
Yeah. I miss teaching. I would like to do it again, but at the same time I like my translating job. It's really interesting.
Okay. That's crazy that you're with the English. So right now, only at work you speak to people in English and me. Nobody else. Like I'm sure on the street somebody might need help with translation, or you could tell somebody's struggling with a language they're like from another country.
But even at work, we don't speak English at work. Like I translate, but with my coworkers, we always speak Spanish. Like we don't have. I remember when I was working in a call center back in the day, they always tell you like keep practicing your English. But in my office, we don't do that. We always speak Spanish. So basically, I just speak English with you. Mm-hmm. And when I talk to my friend from Ghana.
So how do you remember it? Like you don't get practice because you're only with me.
I really don't know. And it's very weird.
Are you smart?
Maybe.
I mean,
probably.
what type of grades did you get in school?
I used to
top
get.
Of your class?
I used to get good grades, except for math. Math was like my.
You're not good with math.
Yeah, I wasn't really good. But the thing is that. When I was in high school, the teacher was like this type of people that they know a lot, but they don't know how to transmit their knowledge.
Okay, and
so,
that's you.
Yeah, and I was always confused. I didn't understand him well, so...
Maybe it was his teaching style, but I mean, you had a lot of math teachers. You didn't have just one, you know.
No, my school was a very weird school. They like to keep their teachers for
Ever?
A long time. So I basically had the same history teacher from 7th grade all the way until I graduated.
Oh, that's pretty,
5 years with the same old lady.
That's pretty, very interesting.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, I think, but that's the way that the school...
How they operate?
Yeah. I went to a Catholic school.
Okay, I went to Catholic school for a while. Holy Angels, St. Therese, St. Benedict. Well, next order, St. Benedict, St. Therese, and then Holy Angels. Long live Philadelphia. You still didn't answer one question. So, are you considered like a wealthy family, or are you considered like a poor family? Because you're definitely not poor. From what I can see, you're not poor. So, you consider middle class, upper middle class?
No, I don't think upper middle class. I think it's
middle
like
class.
Middle class.
So, what do you think is the percentage of middle class people here in El Salvador?
I would say like probably 40%. I don't know. It's just a guess.
40%?
Yeah,
middle class.
40%.
I mean, people like cars. I mean, but like you said, some people, they might be poor, but they get a kickback from a family member or family members in the States that it's almost like a supplemental. I can see what I mean. Your English is better than mine. How you say this? Supplemental income, like some extra income, like a stipend, like a extra form of income, like they work their job and then they know their cousin's gonna send them.
But the thing
supplement
is
income. That's what it's
you
called.
have to consider a lot of factors. Like, for example, there's people that don't work, they don't have a job, they just receive money from the States, so they might have a nice car, they might have a house,
but it's some relative.
But in reality, they are not producing any wealth to the country because they're just spending the money that someone else is sending
to them.
Yeah.
A dad, a brother, whoever.
Brother, mother, whoever. So there's a lot of people like that. But if you eliminate the person sending money, they will be poor because they don't have a job.
Okay.
They don't have anything except someone sending them money every week. That's all they have, and they're
interesting. That's pretty tricky.
Like that.
That's interesting. Very interesting. So a lot of people live like that in El Salvador.
There's a lot of people. Some of them live like that because they're older people.
Okay,
and
which makes sense.
They wouldn't be able to find a job
or a good job.
because they're like in their 50s and probably they didn't finish high school.
Okay.
So what type of job are you gonna find in your 50s if you didn't have an education?
Yeah,
it would be
true.
very complicated to find a good job. So they depend on their kids, grandkids,
Okay.
for support. But
Yeah.
there's also young people who don't go to school, they don't work, and they're just waiting for mom and dad to send money from the States.
I understand. I overstand. Okay. What is this mall called?
It's okay. Before, like in the 90s,
So the whole thing is Metrocentro.
in the 90s, that side was called Metrocentro, and this side was called Metro Sur.
Metro Sur. Okay.
Yeah, because that one is like the center, and this one
Okay.
is the south, like the
Gotcha.
south part of the
Yeah,
mall.
south.
But they
Combined
rebranded. They rebranded the whole thing. They renewed it, and they make it look a little bit more modern. And they decided to forget about Metro Sur, and now the whole thing is called Metrocentro. But like I've told you before, we like, I don't know, we're people of tradition.
Oh,
So-
excuse me. Yeah.
No, because in reality, Metro Sur doesn't exist anymore. But if you want to meet with someone in this part of the mall, you will still call it Metro Sur.
Even though they know it's combined together.
Even though they know. Let's go that way.
We gotta go up the steps. So we gotta go on the other side. So we gotta go to the real Metro Central,
Yes.
the original.
But
Okay.
it's easier to find parking spot here
I see. On Metro Sur.
at Metro Sur. Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep going up the steps. Uh oh, your pocketbook is falling.
So if you pay attention, basically the whole mall is just 1 or 2 floors.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks bigger.
But I thought they got like 3 floors in Metro Central, like one area.
There's one little area.
Oh, the new part that they built.
The new part, but the older part is just
Okay.
1 floor.
Okay.
You go first.
This was a surprise, guys. I didn't think I was coming here today. Let me guess, we gotta go on the first floor. A bank looked like it would be on the first floor.
Yeah, but this one over here is normally super crowded, so we're going to the smaller one down there.
Excuse me. Why are your banks so crowded?
Because people are getting their money from the States out of the
Okay.
bank. Like,
Alright.
you know, you can go to the supermarket and get your money from the States
Yeah.
or the pharmacy. But a lot of people like to do it the traditional
No way. There's the bank.
Yeah, because some people have savings accounts, so they receive
Takes-
the money and they just put a little part
Into the savings and
into
then
the
they...
savings, or maybe that is like the normal bank
Uh-huh.
that they work with, and they want to pay whatever, you know, if they have a loan or credit card or something. So they want to do everything at once.
Okay. So it's like a
Because in here-
one-stop shop.
Like in here, I have seen in the movies that like people write checks to pay for their bills. We don't do it like that. You just go to the bank or the pharmacy
And pay your bill.
or the supermarket or the actual office, and you pay your bill in cash. Even paying your bills with a credit card is it's a new idea to a lot of people.
Oh, you for real?
Yeah,
Wow.
we're used to paying our bills like
In cash.
in cash.
I'm learning a lot about your culture.
that's why when COVID came, it was hard for older people because they're used to doing things the old school way. So with the banks closed,
it got confusing to them.
It was confusing because a lot of people don't know how to use computers or WhatsApp.
Okay.
And now you had like, it was not possible to go to the actual bank.
Okay.
The call centers were closed. So a lot of banks were mainly helping you on WhatsApp.
Okay.
And imagine a 80-year-old trying to take care of something on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And they're telling you like, okay, we're gonna send you a password to your email, blah blah blah. It was, for them it was like too much.
Yeah,
because they're used to doing things the old school way. Like you go to the bank, you sit at a desk, and you want and people don't trust this
the computer technology,
computer processes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they want someone sitting at a desk that
they can physically talk to them and explain to them everything that's going on.
Gives you like a piece of paper and you can actually see what they're doing. So it was hard for older people. And there's things that you don't even think about. Like there's still people in El Salvador that don't know how to read and write.
Oh, because they just grew up working and stuff like that.
Exactly. So it is, for them, it is impossible to use. How are they going to use, how are they going to contact the bank via WhatsApp if they don't know how to read or write? It's very complicated. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
So that way it's easier for them to get their stuff done. So they had to depend on a younger relative, I guess.
Yeah, they have to depend on someone. It's like my dad. My dad is very traditional. He doesn't like to do things online. So that's why I'm always running errands for him, because he wants someone to physically do these things for him, because he doesn't, he doesn't really understand
that you can just send the money from one point to the next, or you can do this.
Yeah, and he doesn't, like, one thing is that he doesn't understand, and then the other part is that he doesn't trust this type of things.
Okay, because he didn't grow up on it. So how far is the bank now from here?
It's a little bit far. Are you tired already?
No, I'm not. I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's in the new part, all the way down.
And that's crazy. Your malls are crowded. In the States, malls are not as crowded as they used to be. Because everybody, what's the Amazon situation? Amazon has taken over the world. What's the Amazon situation?
In here, you can order stuff from Amazon, but you need to do it through like a third party, like a carrier.
Okay.
So you open an account with a company, and then they have, they give you a shipping address that you can use. And with that shipping address, they receive the products for you in the States, and then they bring them to you. So they charge you a little extra.
Okay.
Yeah. Or there's a lot of stores that are always bringing products from the States, things that people normally want, like makeup products, for example. And you can just get it from those stores. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more expensive because they need to charge you for bringing the
product.
Yeah. But if you want to order directly from Amazon, it's like super expensive. Like,
but you can actually do it here. You can actually do it.
But it would make no sense. Like, for example, a $20 item can have $80 shipping. It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah. So that's why people started opening companies that do that. As a
middle person.
Yeah, and they
a middleman.
Exactly. And even if, like, for example, if you don't have a credit card, they give you the option, like, we can buy it for you, you give us the cash, and we use our company credit cards to get it for you.
Okay.
So they give you like all the options.
To make it easy for you.
Yeah, because a lot of people here, that's another thing, like in the States, maybe credit cards are very common, but in El Salvador, there's still people that don't have credit cards because they prefer to use cash.
They prefer to use cash.
Exactly. So now that everything is being paid for online, people can't do it because they don't have a credit card, and they don't like to put their
information out there.
Their debit card information out there because it can be
stolen.
Yeah. So they give you a credit card. They can do it for you.
There's a cement right there too.
Yeah. Actually, the mall was built by another very rich family, Salvadorian family.
Okay.
The last name is Poma.
Poma.
Yeah, they're very rich. They own like pretty much everything when it comes to malls, gated communities, like whole neighborhoods. They build them, they design them, and everything, and apartment buildings.
Okay.
The company is called Grupo Poma. I'm sorry, Grupo Roble, and it's huge. It's a huge company.
Huge company.
Yeah, and they have investments not only in El Salvador but in the rest of
Central America. I forget that. They're expanding. They still got Radio Shack. Shout out to Radio Shack. Shout out to Radio Shack. Now, I mean, this is a odd day. This is a Wednesday. It's a lot of people here. Why is that? I mean, obviously this is Christmas in a couple weeks, but
universities are on vacation.
Okay.
And kids are not in school right now. And for example, people that work in universities and schools, they are on vacation too. Like for example, teachers, they're off.
Okay, the kids are off.
Yeah, and then a lot of people are just hanging out with their relatives that came from the States.
All right, guys, talk to you guys later. More and more videos to come. Please support your boy Philly Dom. More videos with D. You guys have a blessed day, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you at in the world. And more videos to come from El Salvador. Peace out from El Salvador.